Hello, everybody. Welcome to Zentangle Explore. I'm very excited for today's pattern. This is a class where we draw lines and Zentangle patterns, one pattern, really slowly, really slowly. And we explore each one in whatever way speaks to you. So the goal is not for you to draw exactly what I'm drawing, but to draw from the inspiration of what I'm drawing, whatever comes to you to draw. So I have a couple of small pieces of paper, watercolor paper, but any paper you have will work. And then I have a couple of pens. I have a 01 Micron. It's nice to use a permanent pen for this because then you can watercolor on it, but you don't need to. You could use a highlighter. You could use a ballpoint pen. Anything that you have on hand will work just fine. You can even draw with a crayon. Well, I don't have a sharp point usually, so that might be a little more difficult. Colored pencil would work. All right, so we're going to do a brief meditation, and then we're going to have a nice long drawing session. So get nice and comfortable in your space, in your chair, relax your body. You can close your eyes if you'd like. I'm going to close mine. Just check in with your breath. Say hello, breath. Allow any tension in your body to relax. Perhaps start at the top of your head. Feel as if you are melting candle wax. Just relaxing. Allowing the forehead to relax. The eyelids, cheekbones, jaw. Allowing your ears to relax. Your neck, tops of your shoulders. Your torso, your elbows, your hands and your wrists. Melting candle wax, allowing that breath to help your body to relax. Nice inhale, little stop. Exhale, little stop. And as that breathing circle continues, allow your hips to relax, your thighs, your knees, your shins, your ankles, your heels, your toes, your feet. And allow all of that to relax, that melting candle wax to sink way down into Mother Earth, in which we're resting. Allow that breath to deepen. Nice inhale. Any thoughts floating away on the exhale. Nice inhale. Allowing whatever is in this moment to just be as it is. A nice exhale. Nice inhale. Bringing yourself 100% into the space that you're in individually and the space we're creating collectively. Nice exhale. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to this moment, knowing that whatever you create today will be absolutely perfect, just as it is. Okay, let me change my camera and we will draw. Right, I have little pieces of paper here and my pens. I have 3 different pens today. That's upside down. I have a 01, I have a 08, which is a little bit bigger, and I have a graphic one, which is denser ink, but you could be just using a ballpoint pen. That will be absolutely perfect. So let's start out drawing really, really slowly. This pattern is Veruca, and it was created by Veronica Vazquez, Orozco, who was a certified Zentangle teacher. All right. So we're going to start with a line, a really slow line. And it can have a bend in it if you'd like. And we're going to do a parallel line. There's going to be some noise in my background. I'm just going to ignore that. Nice, slow parallel line. I have some skips in my line because I'm holding my pen so lightly. That's okay. I'm going to allow that to be. Now I'm going to put a little cap on the top. Just a little baby cap. And we'll connect those ends. And color in those spaces. And now there's an aura. An aura just mimics what came before. We'll draw a little bubble around that space. And then we have one single petal. Your petal can look like anything. You can start with this one and then explore something else. And then we have little cascading petals that come from behind. And that's going to happen on both sides. We have Veruca. So now that we know the pattern, you can draw these in whatever way you'd like. You can take the idea of any one of these elements and change it and make it your own. So the petal, the size, the shape, the width of the stem, curve of the stem, any part of this. I'm going to show you a little drawing behind method. You can close the end of that stem if you want. You can take these off the page. The idea is that we draw whatever we draw really, really slowly. So slowly. So I'm drawing the stem underneath the first one. I'm stopping when I get to that stem, lifting my pen. And then picking up that line on the other side. So slowly. Capping that top. Coloring the little edges just to the stem. You can make that space larger or smaller. I'm putting a nice little aura line around the whole thing. And a petal. Perhaps my petal looks a little different this time. And then these little cascading petals that come out from the center. Maybe my petals go all the way around to the back. Each one of these elements is available for modification, exploration. There's a little voice in your head that says, what if we did this? Try it. Rolling so slowly, hanging out with that breath, perhaps loosening a grip on your pen if you notice that you're holding your pen tightly, and drawing whatever is coming to your mind. Knowing the size and shape. You find yourself speeding up a little bit. It's okay. Just slow down. Just slow down. You can turn your tile. These don't all have to come from one space. I'll draw some off the page here. And these petals don't need to look like petals in nature or petals that you've seen before. They can come straight out of your imagination. They can look like something you've never seen before. You can have squiggly stems. You could change the shape of this aura, shape of your original little black shape at the top. However your inspiration is telling you. However little, what if you did this? Little urging that you might be getting inside of your mind, your inner ear. Encourage you to explore it. Just because you have a pen and your breath, a piece of paper. When you get to an object, if you're drawing behind, just keep drawing on the other side. Anisha's coming to class today. Just drawing nice and slowly. Oops. Breathing. Sometimes I hold my breath when I draw. It's good to remember that our breath helps us to draw. Bring in oxygen, allowing our brain to be creative. Breathing is very helpful to clear thinking, receiving inspiration. It's very calming to the nervous system. If you want to add color, you can add color. It does not have to be a pure black and white exploration. I love drawing on envelopes, sending art out into the mail. These little Zentangle Explore patterns that we do on Fridays are perfect. Absolutely perfect. For adding to envelopes, decorating bills, adding a little piece of artwork to a check, a little note line. So perfect. Those little explorations and send out into the mail, imagining all the different people they will see and meet and delight as they travel to their destination. A ballpoint pen, maybe a highlighter, maybe a marker, maybe a colored pencil, maybe a crayon. Just drawn really slowly, with care, by your beautiful hand. A little piece of art from your heart. And of course, you can embellish any one of these that you'd like. You could add dots or orbs to them. You can start a new little exploration whenever you like. A little piece of paper. I'm going to draw larger with a larger pen and see what happens. Put a little wiggle in my stem for fun. These are really just cascading aura lines. They're not completely aura because we're at an angle, but the idea is kind of the same. What we're really doing here is drawing behind each petal behind the last. You could decide that one half of your flower, your little Veruca, has one kind of petal, and maybe the other half has a different kind of petal. You could do every other. Really play with this. And one petal and then a different type of petal, play with two petals throughout. We can play with decorating these. Nice and slowly. I have to slow myself down. All excited about what I'm doing. Start speeding up. So when we slow down, it really allows the inspiration to come in. It allows us to focus on it, catch it before it disappears. Calms our nervous system down. Drawing is a bit of a moving meditation. It's much different than writing, where you're trying to communicate. Here you're allowing your right side of your brain to communicate through line. And it's sometimes surprising what is created when we just pick up a pen and allow ourselves to draw whatever lines we're asking to be drawn. And challenge yourself with these petals to draw shapes that are a little bit funky, like I'm doing here, just to see what happens, what it looks like. Maybe I'll like it and want to draw it some more, and maybe I won't. You don't have to draw these petals all the way behind like I am. You can just stop them halfway. Slowly. It's amazing how much we can accomplish when we actually slow down. I always think that I won't get anything done. I find that I enjoy whatever I'm doing so much more when I do it slowly. Just playing with shape and color, perhaps, and line. Knowing that whatever you're doing is really absolutely perfect because it's never been done before. Even if you're drawing as best as you can exactly what I'm drawing, it won't come out the same. So it's beautiful about drawing because each one of us has our own skill set. I'm not just talking about your pen skills, your drawing practice. Everything on the inside of us is different too. So when we draw, it comes out on the page. Really quite magical. It's exploring. You can always turn your tile. You can draw these upside down from that perspective. See what happens. I have to slow my pen down again. Slow down. Not in a rush. It's really amazing what you can come up with. Just start trying stuff. Fun. This little flower that I'm drawing, I never would have thought I would be drawing. And I just said, hey, try this. I said, okay, let me try that. It's got fun. Now, decided I'm going to do a two-headed Veruca just to see what happens. Larger stem on one side, smaller stem on the other side. I find these somewhat representational patterns to be a little more challenging because my brain just wants to draw the same thing over and over again, which there's absolute 100% value in that. And I recommend it. Repetition is fantastic. Um, it's also nice to just try something different. Say, well, what have I not explored yet? What part of this can be modified or exaggerated or omitted? Goodness, omitted to make something new and different. I like this idea. I'm going to explore it some more. Drawing is so fun. And I love it when you come to draw with me. Thank you. All those who are here in person, all of those who are joining me on the replay, whenever you come across this drawing experience. Thank you. Just playing with a pen. Okay, thank you everyone for drawing. Show you my explorations here. Each one of these could be turned upside down and around with 4 different sides. Change my camera. No, I hope you enjoyed our drawing. Fun. Hair's doing crazy things. And I hope that you join me next week. And if you're looking for more drawing fun, you can find my classes on eternalpossibility.com. And if you would like to donate to this class, you are welcome to do so at paypal.me/eternalpossibility. All right, keep drawing.